What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Redemption with Jaden. We are back with some more Lackey Grand Prix games, well, one game for this video. Uh, we are now in round 3. The game you're about to see is round 3. We're in round 4. I've already played my round 4 game, but you're going to have to wait for that one, so I'm just trying to keep track of them in my mind. This was the round 3 game, and... right? I'm pretty sure, yeah. Oh, no, I'm not positive. Anyway, whatever it is, it says it in the title of the video. And, this game is going to be against Jay Chambers. Some of you already, I guess probably a good chunk of you maybe already know kind of how this game went if you're keeping up with the Lackey Grand Prix, if you're involved in the current one that's going on. It's Lackey Grand Prix number 14. If you're in it, you probably know how this game ended, but you're probably still like not going to be able to look away, just because that's how it usually works, right? When you're seeing something like this. I don't want to spoil it too much, but I do just want to kind of preface it a little bit because I feel a little bit bad. This deck was something that I was it was a request of a deck, a style of deck that I should build, have on the channel. Came from Tristan, or Bearded Guy, on the Discord, and he was wondering, hey Jaden, can you build a Sons of Jacob and Egyptian capture deck, or like capture defense? So Sons of Jacob offense, capture defense. He didn't give me like too many restrictions or anything, but he kind of gave some ideas of because it was a deck that he had, or a set of themes, I guess, a deck that he had been working on, and he wasn't able to, or I think he had some computer issues, wasn't able to test it out on Lackey much, and was just kind of wondering what my interpretation, I guess, would be, or kind of my approach to the style of deck. So he didn't give too much, but a little bit of, he gave a little bit of kind of where he was moving towards, some of the things that he had. So like, is thinking the kind of the core of like Abraham, banding to Jacob, banding to maybe Judah, and then banding to Joseph, get the CBN enhancements, and then banding to someone else, some other patriarch. Also Eliezer in here for some drawing. So it kind of like this was the core idea of the like the band is going for, where basically you have Abraham with faith of Abraham, so you can play a Genesis enhancement, Jacob to search for the enhancement, Joseph to hopefully make it CBN, and kind of just having that as a consistent attack and really putting the pressure on your opponent that way. Then I, of course, I thought that was a cool idea, something that I've dabbled with a little bit. I've done I did do at least one Sons of Jacob video. Can't remember if I've done more than one. I don't think so, but where it was kind of more of a patriarchs list. It was really a hand control list is kind of what I was going for. I believe the video was called Handyman, so you can go back and check that out if you want to see a similar style offense that I think is a little bit more effective than this one. Not that this one isn't effective. I shouldn't say it's more, you just see a better demonstration of it. This game is not going to be the best demonstration of this deck, but I still want to show it. There were still some things that you will get to see, and you'll also get to see Jay's deck, which is similar to things that we have seen in the past, but has kind of been supplemented with a few new things, and I think it's going to be a deck that you're going to want to see, kind of be aware of. There's something like this out there. Not it's nothing like too crazy. Don't I know you're don't just skip ahead to see the game quite yet, but I was kind of thinking that Jay might be playing Honeypot. I was thinking like he's probably working on some other stuff right now, but I was kind of thinking I should be prepared for that as well. So I did incorporate some things into this deck that I thought would be nice against Honeypot. I guess kind of the main thing is sort of the the little antediluvian splash, or kind of, I guess, just non-Egyptian splash that I put in here, particularly with Lamech the Avenged, who makes discard abilities and evil cards regardless of protect abilities. So if you block with Lamech and play Chronicles of the Kings, then that will take out a Holy of Holies and a Pot of Mana in one fell swoop, even if there's a Glory of the Lord on the battlefield. And it also makes the enhancements in battle, or good enhancements in battle, will be discarded and negated any that are already played, and preventing any that will be played. So it's kind of just a good, solid, just push through this this Chronicles of the Kings and get some value there to shut down a honeypot deck, or kind of strategy of turning off the things that I want to do. And I think also Patriarchs are decent against honeypot, because Abraham goes out and negates their neutral cards, so negating the Pot of Mana, negating Holy of Holies. Of course, if they have a Leaser down, then they're going to cannot be negated, so you have to play around that a little bit, kind of figure out ways to deal with a Leaser in territory. But this deck is going to do that fairly easily, I think, with all the capture stuff that is going on in here with the defense. So the defense is still definitely a capture focus. And to do that, we've got mostly Egyptians, but also guys like Tubal Cain, who's going to be able to activate artifacts from deck or reserve. So we've got Stocks in here, which is a good target for Tubal Cain in the deck. Go into Captivity, a good target for the reserve. Basically, using Tubal Cain to put your opponent in special initiative, where they have to negate an artifact, which is going to be more difficult than negating enhancements. Also, put in Balaam in here as kind of the other non-Egyptian splash, just because he's pretty good with some of the Egyptian, or some of the new capture cards, like Better to be Slaves, which cannot be prevented, and Slave to Egypt, which cannot be prevented. Plus, also Given to Egypt is a curse that's in the deck, so Balaam can recur that. And sometimes you might just be playing it for numbers in battle, since Balaam prevents enhancements, and you're just kind of fighting by the numbers if they don't have anything that'll work through Balaam's prevent. And sometimes, you're just getting Given to Egypt back, because if you're capturing all heroes in opponent's territory, if you use it once and it works, then you're probably not going to need it too many more times after that. Given to Egypt is another good capture option to deal with in a Leaser, for example. So Better to be Slaves is probably the best one. It gets any 3 humans, so it doesn't have to be in battle, doesn't have to be good, and then you have the potential for a draw 3 and cannot be prevented. I'm a big fan of this card. I think it's pretty solid. Should be in most brown or pale green decks, especially if you have evil characters like Balaam or Job's wife that prevent enhancements. Let's see, Offer of Exile, I'm a fan of that one, because on turn 1 they can't do the instead, so if they use a search ability, then it's just cannot be negated, withdraw, and draw. You get to withdraw their heroes, and hopefully you get to draw a few cards. And I also put the new Confusion in here just because I think it's good. I like the ability to go to my opponent's hand and discard cards, or go to their deck, and you'll see it featured in the game you're about to see. So I think you'll see some of the ups, or the pros and the cons, I guess, of the new one versus maybe the old one. Could be better. So the rest of the stuff is just kind of the best of the Egyptian capture stuff that I could really fit in here. So Pharaoh's Baker makes sense, taking a capture card from reserve, so like Grain in a Famine is going to be the option here, or Going to Captivity is also a good option. Dreaming Pharaoh, I think just the CBB protection is good. A lot of OT decks going around now. Grain Tenders to get stuff back, like maybe a Confusion, or Offer of Exile is a strong one. So definitely, and we're playing OT Joseph with Grain Tenders, so that's kind of the main reason he's in here, but also getting the stuff out of reserve can be good. I think maybe the reserve should be built a little bit differently. I don't think I need all 3 of these dudes, these heroes in here. I think maybe I could have a little more variety in here, maybe putting one of the capture cards in reserve, maybe putting like a Scattered in there just to have a little more of a sure thing. You don't want to put all of your eggs into one basket, which is why I do have cards like Offer of Exile in here to and like 7 cows that aren't capture abilities, because if you have some protection from capture, then you're going to be in trouble. The one thing that Tristan did mention with the defense, other than just kind of generic Egyptian capture defense, was that there's an Egyptian that does make capture abilities regardless of protection, and that he should be in there, which makes a lot of sense to me. I don't think so Potafera here, I don't think he's quite strong enough to merit a spot in the main deck. He might be with such a focus on capturing, but really I think like on turn 1 you're not going to be too worried about protection as much, like they're probably not going to have as effective of a turn 1 like capture protection set up, I guess. Like Protect is usually later in the game. They're either protecting characters in their territory, or they have some setup for Star of Bethlehem to Redemption or something like that to protect, or I Am He. A lot of times those aren't happening on turn 1 because people are using those kind of pre-battle protection or as pre-battle enhancements and that kind of stuff to accelerate, to do more like setup, and so I just think Potafera makes more sense in the reserve. Plus, people aren't always going to be using protection for their heroes or like for capture abilities and that kind of stuff. So, kind of the floor for this guy is pretty low. He's not gonna, and in some cases he's gonna be doing very little other than just being a vanilla 9/8. Maybe doing some banding. You can band to Grain Tenders because it's generic, or Egyptian Magicians, and the Egyptian Magicians can go to someone else. So that's not terrible, but it's just I think he in reserve is a great spot for him, especially when you have Pharaoh's Baker who can get him from reserve, or Deceiver that can get him from reserve. So when you have 2 options like that, I think that's kind of exactly where I want him, because I don't want to show that I have a regardless of protection option, and if I don't have to. But when they do attack and they have some kind of protectability up, pulling this guy out of reserve, kind of out of the blue, somewhat unexpected, I think is going to be when he's most effective. So the defense is a little bit big, 9 evil characters in the main deck, which is more than my usual, but it is a 57 card deck. So I think that makes sense. It's a pretty reasonable size. I think I got it down to 57. Yeah, it was 57. I did want to include 8 dominants in here, so that was kind of part of the reason I didn't trim it down any further. And it's when I'm first making a deck, a lot of times I am going to just do 57 because I like to kind of see what the options are and kind of trim it down from there if I feel like it needs to, or it should, or if I want to play it kind of at like higher competitive levels. Most of the time I'm going to bring it down to 50. That doesn't always have to be the case these days, though. I think 57s are kind of sneaking their way into that more competitive, or like top competitive tournament level of decks here. There is a little bit of a hand control option here with the offense. That's just kind of the way Sons of Jacob roll. So things like Manasseh and Joseph to give the opponent the option to underdeck stuff from hand. Also Levi and Simeon, of course, and then First Sacrifice and Out of Their Hands are going to be good fits for the deck. And that is most of what I think should be mentioned here. The kind of the 8th dominant in here, and like if I did go down to 50, I'm not positive that I would be cutting Valley here, but because there's so much of a capture focus with this deck, Valley just seems like it makes a lot of sense. Plus, I guess the other maybe kind of outliers in the offense here that may not be expected are Abram's Army, who can release a captured hero to negate and discard a single color sight, artifact, or evil card and cannot be interrupted by Old Testament evil characters. So banding him into battle and releasing one of the characters that either you've captured or like a Midianite slave that you've captured to them can be a potential battle winner that cannot be interrupted. Also, he gets searched out by Abraham, so just a pretty easy include here, I think, with that. And then also Isaac is another option for if you're banding him in, and you have an angel in play, so either Malak or 3 visitors, and you can top deck an evil card. So it's not a cannot be negated option, but it does slow your opponent down if it does go through, which is kind of nice. Or you can just band him in and top deck like their Sheol or one of their evil characters in territory before they block, that kind of thing. So it's just a decent option for ending the band. Like if you get Abraham, Judah, Jacob, Joseph, go to Isaac. I'll get Eliezer in there too, probably at the beginning, I guess. The only place that he really fits. But Isaac is in here for also the draw 3 potential on Eliezer, make the deck a little bit faster. So yeah, we're doing a lot of capturing both of their stuff. We're doing a little bit of capturing of our own with Midianite Slave and Judah's Intervention, and then Valley of Dry Bones can add all of their stuff to battle. Valley can be used to add Abram's army or Isaac to battle if I let them be captured or I capture them myself, or if I let them be discard them myself, things like that. You can use stocks on your own character to set up a Valley of Dry Bones. It's they'll probably see it coming, but it's an option. I think it's kind of a fun little niche play. I like Valley. Out of their hands might be the quote-unquote 8th dominant in this deck. I don't know. It's a fun deck that in this state, I think. And so I would probably just leave it at 57, use all 8 of these DOMs. And yeah, I went with the OT Lost Soul Unity. Not too much reason for that, I don't think. Yeah, I mean, Covet can be good to deal with like a crowds or a humble, something like that, where you're wanting to take away some of their options for hand protection with crowds specifically, and then also like humble for stuff like Balaam. And also there's not that much soul gen. A lot of the capture in this deck goes to your own territory, and so you're not. I don't think any of the like enhancements or like the capture abilities of your opponent's cards go to your opponent's land of bondage. I think all of the captures are just default. But yeah, we got a Malachite Slave and a Midianite Slave and Judah's Intervention that can all work for that. But I think just having that little extra bit of soul gen can be nice there. One thing that I did consider for this deck that might still be worth putting in, I don't know, was Tribute. I think maybe there should be a little bit more synergy for that, but just giving your opponent a storehouse and setting up the CBN enhancements with Joseph is kind of nice. Yeah, I don't think it's really worth it in this state of the deck, but it's something I considered for sure. Yeah, I think that's probably enough of talking about the deck. Just because the game is a little fast, I did kind of want to make sure I got enough of the deck covered here so that you can see what the deck's going, or what the deck has going on. There we go. And see it kind of in its full form of beauty before it, well, it just might not go well. Fair warning, I guess. Yeah, all right. I think with that, we'll go ahead and talk about our sponsors for this channel, which is Your Turn Games, which I totally had set up and ready to go as I was recording this intro. Yeah, Your Turn Games is a sponsor here, a great place to get all of your redemption card needs, singles, complete decks, or pre-built decks, I guess, complete sets, starter decks, even your card supplies like your sleeves, deck boxes, all that kind of stuff. You can get it here. And yeah, hopefully you guys took advantage of the Valentine's Day sale last week. And, well, I guess not sale, but Valentine's Day bonus, I guess, of getting those Your Turn Games gift cards with purchases of I guess I won't advertise the whole thing again. Hopefully, you guys just took advantage of it and spread some of the Valentine's Day love to your friends, your redemption friends. So yeah, we appreciate your turn games here on Redemption with Jaden, and I hope you guys can head over there to take care of all of your redemption needs. Link is in the description below. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the game. All right, should we do it? Let's do it. No souls for me.
None for me.
No.
Okay. I'm going second. So.
Okay. No stars.
I have,
Hmm.
yeah.
This isn't
Not
honeypot.
bored. I'm not.
No, who is this? Tyler thinks he can watch, man.
All right. So take your turn, sir.
All right. Well, let's start out with a Malak. And I guess to appease Jake, I'll put it a little higher than I normally do. Maybe I'll even make it a little bit bigger too.
It's getting nothing from me. I felt attacked. So I feel like I'm probably the worst of using only the bottom 66% of the screen.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you there. All right. Joe's Cup coming up. I will look at my top three. Take one under the rest in any order. I guess I will take this one. And I'll send them in that order because I don't care. And I will go to battle. We're in a battle challenge with Malak. And OT
Weird
Hero.
game of redemption.
An OT Hero, huh? Probably that guy makes the most sense. Yep. Ibrahim. And that's my battle challenge. What's that?
Decline.
Okay, cool. I accept. I'm at 8, so I will put down Manasseh and pass the turn.
Okay, I'll draw 3. Okay, so we
Hey,
will
Lost Souls.
draw 2. I will darkness to deck
Yep.
to get Jehu.
Cool.
So, okay. Yeah, I got a clear path here. So, I will 20 shekels you.
Well, it's boring.
What is this madness? What is these cards?
Hey, I don't know, man. We'll find
Okay.
out.
We will delay your Tabal game.
Cool.
Doesn't really matter, but this is weird. There's some combo effect. Nobody plays cards that are this bizarre unless there's a combo effect. So we'll play Jehu. Jehu will Cowboy David to deck, obviously.
Yep.
To play Zion as a site to take Zerubbabel, the builder.
Mm-hmm.
So drop Dave, Dave can have spears.
Okay.
We will put Goliath's sword on Jehu. Play Buckler to deck.
Mm-hmm.
To go get Eliud. We will give Eliud a helmet. I mean, I'm wasting a bunch of stuff here, but I
Weapons
might draw
dot deck. All right.
I might draw something meaningful. I was hoping you had like a royal dude in your territory, so that way I would make sure he would be dead.
Right, like in my hand, so you can play them.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
So, David's Outcast Refuge comes into battle. He goes to King Jehu. Jehu will use his sword to negate your Tubal Cain, because Tubal Cain does scary things. I don't really know what kind of scary things, but he's not doing them today.
That's
Triggers
what you
Jehu's
think.
ability to do the thing.
Yep. Which will happen after you exchange, I believe. Right?
No, because Jehu's wording is bizarre. If I remember correctly, Jehu triggers his use ability prior to his exchange because of the order of operations. I remember in 2018 there was a big kerfuffle about the fact the cards were written very backwards.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. I thought I saved
It's also
this somewhere.
it's a triggered ability. It's a triggered ability, and so the trigger is occurred.
Okay, so Jehu enters battle. The ability on his weapon activates. Jehu exchanges. The ability on the exchange hero activates, and any that follow if there's banding. Jehu discards an evil royal human. Then the opponent finally discards from hand, or the opponent discard finally gets a trigger.
You found that somewhere from
That's
Marcus?
that's Marcus and Ruling Questions.
Cool. Can you copy paste that so I can just see it
Yes.
into our chat? Not our Lackey chat, but okay. So that works for me. I mean that's actually makes the card better, so I don't really care. So I'll exchange to Zerubbabel, draw some cards.
Yep.
I drew a Grumbled and a Humble.
Grumbled
I'll
and
underdeck
humbled.
a card for Grumbled.
Mm-hmm.
Draw a card. Drew Shepherds. And I drew Lost Souls.
Wow.
So I'll underdeck a card for Shepherds, and then we can token you if you have a token.
Sure.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Band to Eliud, the Revolutionary, who will do his Eliud thing. Make you discard.
Okay, so I have to discard an evil card from hand or territory, and then discard an evil card from hand or territory. Alright. Well. And then you are going to be protected. Or at least your non-Zerubbabel guys are protected from evil cards this turn.
That is true. So you have an Eliud the Revolutionary discard, and then the pending Jehu discard.
Yep.
Tubal Cain has been negated by Goliath.
Yep. I really want to keep Tubal Cain. But I don't know if I can. I think we're discarding Lamech, and we're discarding. Oh, that would be really good if that was the case right now. Tyler is surprised. I think we discard the Baker. Alright, my block. Or do you have any other things that you're still doing?
Nope.
Okay. Let's go to Seaver. Go to deck. Um, yeah, I think we just do that. Let's thin the deck out a little bit, I suppose. Let's go slave. Capture slave.
Does that trigger Lost Souls?
No, does not put in play.
Got it.
And we're gonna go find a storehouse.
Cool.
Your initiative.
Okay. So I'll just negate the Dreaming Pharaoh.
Wow. Had another weapon on top of all of that, huh?
I feel that way too right now.
All right. Well, I guess we'll.
So that puts your storehouse back in your deck, which I'm just
Oh
kind
yeah,
of good with.
Yep.
So you're gonna play Confusion?
Yeah, probably. I'm just trying to decide if I should go to your hand or your deck. Probably your deck,
Doesn't
but
it let you do them all?
no, it's from opponent's hand, deck, or reserve. So I think you have to pick a location, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, maybe.
Oh,
I
you
don't know.
do.
Discard a card
I
from
mean,
opponent's.
I feel like it lets you look at all. I read it originally as letting you look at all of them. Let's ask Tyler. If you play it, let's ask Tyler.
I mean, I'm definitely playing it.
Okay.
Um,
Because of the fact that it says discard from each of these, I feel like it gives you the ability to choose.
right. Yeah. I mean, I guess. Yeah. I just don't know how it would be worded otherwise. So yeah, maybe
But
hand,
I
deck,
don't
or
know.
reserve.
Like, do you have to choose?
Are you asking Tyler?
Yes.
Okay. Um, searching for confusion in ruling questions is just brings up a whole bunch of people being confused about things. Oh, Tyler says I have to choose.
Yes, to choose. We'll go with Tyler, but we will let Mark.
I really want to see your hand, though.
What choice?
Hmm?
Do you take Son of God or do you look at my hand?
I mean, I take Son of God, but if it's in your hand, then I'm going to be really sad. How have you gone through, oh my God, 24 cards already? Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I'm just going to go to your deck for now, and we'll... Oops, that's not the right person. All right, what else do we got going on here? Ba-do-ba-do-ba-do. Okay.
Mark is also conferred with Tyler, so not busted.
All right, fair enough. Well, we're taking that out of the way. How many evil characters do I think you're running? All right. Do I play this Offer of Exile for a draw one? Probably not.
So what did you're discarding Son of God?
Yeah.
I'm gonna play through woes because I have everything.
Oh, okay, good. Yep. Of course you do.
Dude, haven't you come to expect that by now that when we play each other, that's just like it doesn't matter at this point, like it's just not like there's not an argument over who's the better player. I just have the better luck. Like that's all it is.
Well, could be. All right. Well, that's it for that. Unless you wanted to play any more dominance.
I think that's sufficient.
All right.
If anything, that was too much. Okay, we'll drop this Jehoshaphat the Seeker because I have everything. Pass turn.
Alrighty. I get another turn. Draw 3, no lost souls. It's kind of nice. You only have 1 lost soul left in there to trigger your lost souls. That's good for me, I guess.
Two.
What's that? Oh,
There's two
you got a hopper in there too, I suppose. Yeah.
somewhere.
Right. All about consistency over here. So let's activate this cup. Look at my top 3. You're not negating my neutrals yet, so that's good. It's good. I don't really want evil cards, so I'm going to take this one. It seems reasonable. And then I will go to battle, I guess.
Cool.
Yeah, let's attack with Abraham. And let's do... Where is he? This guy. Ban him, exchange with a Patriarch, which will be Jacob, who will take a... Yeah, I think I'm going to take First Sacrifice.
Cool.
And then, well, actually, yeah, that's fine. We'll take that one. And then ban to a Patriarch, which will be Joseph. Would you like to underdeck an evil card from hand?
No.
Okay. I will ban to Manasseh. Would you like to underdeck an evil card from hand?
Yes. All right, you're gonna play out of their hands.
Are you gonna? I get to see it, right?
Oh, whoops.
Cool. I am going to, in fact, play out of their hands.
Okay.
Wow. So I guess we got to do that.
Okay. My block.
And yeah.
Herdsman of Gurar, 2 reserve, 2 scattered sheep, minus.
I am going to
play Angel?
I wish. Wouldn't have to think about it if that was it. Oh, gosh, that was dumb. Didn't need to do that. I mean, I guess I just didn't expect you to have, 2 very relevant evil cards, but let's discard this Joe's Cup, and I'm gonna capture Joseph to you.
What does that do?
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, minus.
Yep.
Sheep you.
I've been sheeped. And it hurts. Alright. I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to pass the turn.
There. 3. throne of David in my upkeep. We will. David. I will take. Laser the Potentate.
Okay.
So we will play evil characters. A number of them. We will play Solomon's Dream on Zerubbabel to go to deck.
Mm-hmm.
Choice to play it as evil to get mayhem.
Sure. Playing mayhem, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay if you draw 2 cards if I draw 6.
Uh-huh. Lovely.
Okay, so I will generate a soul token off both souls that come into play.
Sure.
I will discard the Deceiver to Prosperity. Draw 2. So let's see, what do I want to do with my life right now? So I will activate David's heart on David. We'll go get Roll Parade.
Okay.
So we will. I think so. We will 20 shekels removable. We will play an evil card from your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Grain Tenders. Doesn't really matter, but we'll play it anyways. Let's see, what are these 2 cards given to Egypt? That's kind of pretty good.
Yep. Super relevant at the moment.
I don't know if that was sarcasm or not.
That was sarcasm.
Cool.
Yep.
Especially since I can just sort of throw them literally like all into the band. So we will use Laser the Potentate to go to to go to Jehoshaphat, to go to David.
Who are you bouncing?
It's not a negotiable. I will bounce my own High Priest Ananias.
Cool.
Ban 2 Jehu. So we're going to do the thing again where we negate 2 Balkane.
Okay.
We'll go to Zerubbabel, draw 2. We'll go to Eliud the Revolutionary. He will discard from you.
Alright, so I have to discard 2 cards from hand or territory.
And then Helmet's going to go get Plague of Frogs.
Cool. Okay. So that one's going for sure.
Are you not going to just like block uselessly and? You know, in hindsight, I probably should have negated Drain Tenders, but you know, it is what it
possibly.
is. Which I am going to. When you're done, I am going to play Sun God on your Humble.
Oh, that's good to know. So you're saying I should just discard 2 Vulcane? I mean, I think that's the right answer anyways.
I would say it's the right answer because Green Tenders might actually grab something that beats this.
Right. But I don't know if it does for sure. Yeah, all right. 2 Vulcane. I mean, it's kind of between
So
Tubal Cain and the other
I'm still
enhancement
gonna
in my
swing
hand.
about that. So
Yeah.
what do
Okay.
you got?
So that doesn't really help me. Does that help me? Um, Gosh.
Like, do you just like go get scattered with green tenders, or is that not in reserve?
It is not in reserve.
Okay, well, do your worst.
Yeah, I think we go with grain tenders, and I think we go to discard for confusion.
Okay,
My initiative.
do your worst.
All right. We'll play confusion. We'll
Cool.
go to your deck again. I think we'll do that one.
Okay. I don't negate it this time, so
Yeah. Still mine.
still your niche. Draw two, hope for the best.
Forces. Draw two. Found a dread and a covet. I suppose we might as well get your hopper out.
Sure.
There's no. Oh, that's your hand. Sorry. I was like, there's no hopper in here. That's weird. There we
Yeah,
go.
they do have the same number.
All right.
Should we make a bunch of tokens for Bobby's sake?
If you would like to, you've already made two this
Sure.
turn.
So let's
So,
just go to 4.
all right. I'm just gonna do it this way. Set that to 4, because then we can keep it clean. Sorry, Bobby. Dread. I can exchange a card in hand with an evil Egyptian in deck. Don't think I really care about that. I will choose not to play an enhancement. Still my initiative.
Sure.
Okay. We'll do that and give you a token.
Useless David's tent. I'll draw Ananias. Pass turn.
All right. I don't think that matters. All right, so let's do. So you played your woes is good. That's nice. Play the storehouse. Let's play this Sheol. And I will. Yeah, let's play Judah's Intervention. I'm going to capture Malak to you. And we'll go to deck for Abraham.
There has got to be some stupid Valley of Dry Bones combo going on here.
Could be. All right,
Or
I
it could be
will.
that, or it could be that you're trying to abuse Abrams' army.
I'm going to go to battle. If that's cool with you.
Cool.
Let's do Abraham. 3 visitors. 3 visitors to Jacob again. Jacob to. I don't even know. Sure, this seems like fun. Let's do 7 cows. And then Jacob will ban to. Got 8 cards in hand. We'll ban to Judah to negate your herdsman.
Cool.
And ban to. Yeah. No other ban. We'll just do those 3.
Okay.
You don't
So
have any
we're
meek
gonna
heroes, do you? Oh, wait, no. He just
what?
bans to a patriarch. Never mind. All right.
Good armor bearer.
Sure.
We'll get spear and discard it to kill Abraham.
Okay.
Big G.
There he is. Bad boy himself. Well, that was dumb. My hand is protected, so sadly, that is going to be it. I cannot present your heroes still. That'd be cool.
Right.
This is going great. I will pass the turn.
Okay, I'll draw some cards. I'm gonna Burying Our Sin to reserve to draw one.
Sure.
So somehow or another, this has worked out in such a way as to where I still don't have my new covenant. It's 5 cards. So
You need that for banding? Or
but no, I could use that one, but I'm not. I'm actually using the new covenant that wait a minute. We're in upkeep phase. I do just happen to have thrown a David, so 1, 2, 3, 3.
Mm-hmm.
We'll tell our top 3. We'll get.
Did you find it?
Get Bathsheba the Helper. Why not?
Cool.
Put her in my hand. So we will deactivate 20 shekel. Well, actually, first of all, activate David's Harp. Go to deck. Go get. You will remain. Deactivate 20 shekels to activate. You will remain. We'll use. Well, it's time to attack. That's what it is. So your shield's doing just absolutely nothing, but I also just I'll play my own shield. Then I'll play a Fortress Philly Garrison. Then we'll attack with David. David will be David. Also, for the record, on your Grain Tenders attack, I was stupid.
Yep. I thought about that.
I know you did. So I'll go to Joshua and underdeck your shield. So, and we will go to Eliud the Revolutionary because there's just no reason to put Jehu into this attack at all.
Right.
And then this will go and go get the Axe of Solomon.
Seems good. All right, so just those 2?
Yeah, just those 2. Got a You Will Remain up and stuff.
And you've got
Spears. I have no protections. I just have End of Battle and Spears.
Is it worth trying to block here? I mean, maybe. Could be fun. Let's ask for Dominish first.
What do you got?
I would like to discard your David.
With what?
This Christian Martyr.
Fought the good fight.
Wasn't bad. All right, and Balaam is going to grab Given to Egypt from discard pile. My initiative.
Sure.
14. What you got?
Amazing Faith.
Yep. Thought you might. Got any good
No.
dominance left in there?
What?
Got any good dominance left in there?
Nope.
Okay, cool. You can have a hopper.
This game would have been over if I'd known if I'd remembered what my cards did.
I should
I
have
had
displayed the
Clipper
Bible deck.
What?
I should have displayed the Bible deck. Have an excuse that way.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man. Draw that now? That would have been so cool. Alright, well, I guess I've got a storehouse on my upkeep here that I can maybe do something with. I will take a journey to Egypt. And I will play the first sacrifice. Negate your High Priest Ananias, I guess, and look at your hand. Well, let's underdeck that one. And and I was hoping I would at least get one here, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. Let's do yeah, let's make a rescue with Jacob. Go to deck. Genesis enhancement. Let's do and that would have been nice a while ago. Guess that one. And then I will ban to Zerubbabel. What you got? Yep. Initiative. I guess I'll negate your garrison.
Okay.
Is that a yes to my initiative?
No, I'm just gonna play Falling Away.
All right, cool. Yep. Go ahead.
Draw 3. I'll deactivate. Or wait a minute. First of all, I will close your Dread.
I got you.
David's Throne of David, my top 2. I'm confident that I just win this turn because you have fewer cards in hand than I have. What'd you do with the? What's the Zerubbabel doing over there?
He's attacking, and I'm giving you a lost soul.
Oh yeah, but I want to do all the things. I want to see how many evil cards.
Oh, okay, fine. All right.
Because I drew my new covenant, so I'm going to go to my reserve. I'm going to tip you.
Okay, yeah. Well,
And I'm going to use your card against you, so I'm going to look at your hand. And
you can reserve my one evil card.
yeah, so. Cool, so you have no evil cards, so I will
I got nothing.
I will rescue with Lone Jehu.
Oh. I was hoping to give Zerubbabel the credit.
Yeah, well, that's what you want. I
So,
was either gonna attack. It was either Jehu or ability Jotham not converting to me.
oh, sure, yeah. Just ban to a meek hero. So the turn that you played Mayhem, I guess on my turn before that, I drew Valley and I drew Son of God, and I thought briefly about just playing Son of God there to rescue Lost Souls, and I, but I was thinking like, okay, well if he draws another Lost Soul, then I can play it then. If he draws Hopper, then I can save it for that. So I should wait. So I think that was, uh, I don't know. I think maybe that was technically the right play, but maybe I should have just in your upkeep played Son of God. So like see if you'd hit something off your draw three, and then like because I saw your deck and I knew that you were playing Mayhem, but I just didn't think about the fact that you would be able to do that before I would do anything.
So this was wild because, like, I mean, you remember I loved the Jehu deck.
Yep.
So I found like this formula to like puke out the combo, and it works pretty consistently.
The combo just being Jehu and Eliud.
Just a turn one Jehu Elihu
Yeah,
together.
right.
Theoretically, you could. Well, actually, this is the best way to do it, which is funny. So like, it's not more consistent to try to set up Jehu and Martha. This is just the most consistent way to Jehu.
Sure. Yeah.
Because you have just because of the star abilities comboing. So Jotham, top deck Good Fortress, comboing with Shepherd's Grumbled Prosperity.
Wait, what does the
And then
Good
you
Fortress do for you?
What
Oh,
Good Fortress?
Zion. I see.
You
Yeah.
can do Zion.
Right. Which I guess you have what? Jehu, Jehoshaphat, and David are your royalty, and Jotham. Yeah.
Technically, Bathsheba also counts for
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Zion. So you have five,
Right.
one of whom you can darkness to. Um, I'm not done refining because, like, in all honesty, this card might just go.
Yeah, I could see that.
And also that.
Yeah, I don't know that
So,
you'd necessarily have time to play that even.
so there was a different. So this is built off of a different deck, and the other deck had time. Oh, two, and three to try to get that down. I don't know if this one does.
Sorry, what was that?
Yeah, sorry. The other deck had time to get Lord Delivers and Maya Dog down. This
Oh,
one does
okay.
not.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're. I mean, you also. I don't think you really care about it if you're. Yeah, if you're turn one, Jehu Eliud, then you're. They're not even gonna have enhancements for you to negate and discard.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, really. I mean, like, I feel like my opening hand was decent against that, but
So
the
what's funny is that the only reason that I even did anything was because I was sad.
right. Yeah, I mean that. Yeah, that helped.
Also, do you care if we don't spoiler this one,
If
or
I
do you
mean,
want me to use the spoiler?
I mean, I would say we might as well use the spoiler. People are going to look at it if they want to anyway. So
How do I do that?
I get it. Yeah, I think the what was I saying? Yeah, I don't think you really need Lord Delivers, like, and or because you're kind of setting up for with all your territory class stuff anyway. Although I guess a lot of your stuff is weapons. Oh yeah, but I was talking about the first turn where I had Offer of Exile. It's like the perfect answer to three
And I
hero
had the
band on turn
buckler.
1, and you had the buckler. It's like, oh, come on. And of course, Lamek only makes discard abilities CVP or ROP. And then I'm also playing Chronicles in this deck. So that was kind of part of it. The main thing was someone had asked me about making a Sons of Jacob and Egyptian capture deck, and so I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna try it out. But then I also wanted to. I was kind of secretly hoping you were still playing Honeypot. I figured you probably weren't, but if you were, I was hoping to pull off a Lamek and Chronicles off on you. But
So not the good kind of wild. That was the bad kind of.
the yeah, so I think if I had played the Son of God, that would have been good. Before you
Yes, it would have
played
been good to have
Mayhem.
a soul.
Yeah, well, and to stop you from generating souls. I mean, I still drew the one off of Mayhem, but if that one was humble, so that would have helped me, because he would have had
Oh,
to not Son of God it.
so have fun playing. Like I don't even know who you would. I can't even predict who you would play because we were bottom winner bracket.
um, I don't know.
So
That's yeah, we'll see. And you were right about the Abrams army in the valley. That's kind of what we were hoping for, but didn't get there. Maybe I need like a side battle card in here or something to pull off the given to Egypt. But, all right, well,
that was
reasonably sufficient game.
that's about all that can be said for it.
And I mean, at least people got to see one deck doing cool things. I count that as a win.
That's true. I mean, because my
Yeah,
deck does do cool things. Like,
yeah. And
I mean, I'm not very. I mean, I'm pretty. I mean, the world knows that I've just been up to doing things all season. So
yeah. Well, now you made me a little bit jealous now doing because I haven't done I pretty much just put Buckler into my posty build just to see it, but I haven't really like optimized for it yet. So I don't know. Maybe I'll have to try something like this out. It does seem
oh,
like fun.
this is every hero comes from my least favorite set dot deck.
Fair enough. Except for
That's
Jehu.
literally what it
Yeah.
is. Oh, except for Jehu.
He comes from like your favorite set. The flood set. Well, I guess Cloud of Witnesses was kind of the first flood set, but Fall of Man was the one that made it a thing. So, but at least I got confusion off. That was eventually.
You shouldn't have. You shouldn't have.
Nope, I definitely should not have. But hey, you gotta give me at least something.
I did. You got it. You got it for the viewers.
Yep, yep, appreciate it.
So I need to go back to Goliath's curse to get rid of storehouses.
Oh yeah, yeah, because you don't have room for shipwreck in here. I mean, normally you're going to be woesing it, but kind of extenuating
Theoretically, I have.
circumstances.
So theoretically, I should be able to put storehouse in, but I like having the falling away because of the fact that Bathsheba the Helper is just so good.
Right, yeah. Yeah,
And
and I
one thing I
mean,
like
like,
too is that you get to play Bearing Arsene in this, like reasonably.
no, because, yeah, you actually do have the Unity once the Revolt converts. Is that what it is, right? Yeah, Unity of Share Brigade.
Dude, you're gonna get a high amount of views on this video. Do
Maybe.
you want to know how many messages I just got? I've got 4 people sending me a what in the world?
Well, now I feel bad about. I don't know if I should even say in the video who gave me the recommendation for the deck because I mean I don't think the deck is bad necessarily. You
Who
know
gave you the recommendation for the deck?
I don't know if I should say. No, I probably already said it in the intro. It was Tristan, bearded guy. It was a deck that he was working on, like a version of
My,
it.
my
And
man, my man.
yeah, I'm sorry, I just
I actually think it's a
butchered it
neat
for him.
deck.
Yeah, I mean, I think it does things. If you know, if it has the cards, if you leave me alone a little bit, uh, would have done things. And I probably could have played a few things differently on offense here. I mean, like playing around Goliath with my storehouse down and putting a hero down would have been nice. Um, and yeah, maybe there was a different way I could have played the first or I guess my second turn attack, knowing or I guess a way to play around you having three relevant evil cards in your hand.
Yeah,
So
but so I mean, no matter how many different minute technical plays you could have changed in this game, this was a game where luck just sucked.
well, yeah. I mean, there was no
Like
digging myself
like
out of the hole, but I'm just trying to
but you
give
could
the
have
deck
dug
a
the
little bit
hole to
of
5-2, 5-1, 5-2.
right. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I could have just at least made the deck look like it has potential, but here it just kind of did nothing. Although I do think that if I won the die roll, I maybe would have had a better shot because I'd would have made you go first and maybe could have done something. But
Yes, if you'd won the die roll, that would have actually meant everything.
yeah,
Even
yeah.
though it wouldn't have meant like the
I don't.
game like
I still don't think I would have won, but you know, I would have maybe done something on the first turn. Something better than attacking with Malak to search for my Abraham. But anyways, all right. That was that, and I think that's all I need to go do some emotional recovery here. Uh,
you need to get the there's the I don't know if you are you on TikTok at all?
no, I am not.
Wise.
Our one of our pastors at church has a nice little catchphrase of TikTok will make you dumb.
That's a good catchphrase.
Yeah.
But there's a TikTok
No offense
that
to anyone who likes TikTok, but
my wife caught it on Instagram
uh,
where there's just this little guy emotional
oh yeah,
damage.
yeah, yeah. It's a pretty common meme.
You should just you should intersperse that meme should be like the
The
thumbnail for this
thumbnail.
video.
uh,
Take a page out of Babooni's playbook.
I don't know. It's a lot of work. I don't know. I
Well,
think maybe I just won't post the video. That's my usual strategy. I'm just kidding.
like I said, you might actually get your views for this one.
That's true. Yeah, and it's a pretty quick one too. So people will, not it won't be like people will see a super long time, be like, oh, I don't think I can watch this whole video. It's like, oh, maybe I'll just do an hour-long intro just to fool them.
Yeah. I definitely, I definitely want I see the tweaks. So this was literally just I changed as few things from another deck as possible
Mm,
that I'm
yeah.
working on, and I'm like, I bet I can make this thing turn into Jehu. I made it turn into Jehu. It's great.
Yep. Yeah, makes sense.
Anyway, see you, dude.
But all right, we'll catch you later.
Catch you later.